I had the experience that apparently has always been available for people of who quote unquote need it, and I did not need it at this time. So I was
Is this like a famous person thing?
Yeah, exactly. So I was talking to Spotify like, ooh, I hope I make my flight back because we start filming the movie right after I get back. So I tell them this and I'm like, okay, I just got to make sure I get out the door right away and I should be fine. And they're like, oh, let's get you the concierge service at LAX. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but sure, whatever. So I get there and I'm making good time. Like I get at the airport about 30 minutes before 45 minutes before the flight's supposed to depart.
That's doable.
It's doable. It's totally doable. If like TSA was bad, yeah, but it wasn't even busy.
I always go for 2 hours, but 45 minutes would scare me, but that's time. It's time.
You live differently than us.
Yeah, and I actually had gotten like, just for that, I got the subscription to like Clear to get through there, just because I'm like, I want to make sure I can get through totally fine because I have to get back. So I had all that. I didn't need all that, apparently. That was all bunk because this guy meets me at the drop-off, and he's an employee of the airline and the airport, and he walks me this way. He's like, hey, come this way. And I'm like, I see like the line of security. And then he goes to that back door with all the signs that are like, no entry. You may not enter here. You will not allowed. And he goes boop, 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 on the keypad, scans his pass, and he's like, come on in. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Like,
what the hell?
I went into the back tunnels of the airport and going through, and he kept talking to me like, yeah, sorry, we got to do this. We're going to build eventually. LAX is going to have a more streamlined thing. You'll have your own drop off. And I'm like, I don't want this.
I have a Markiplier drop off section.
Are the back tunnels like being behind the scenes of Disney? Like Mickey takes his head off, smoking a cigarette back there?
No,
the
literally.
pilot sitting back there with the pilot head off, and it's just like a teenager just like, I fucking hate this job. God damn it.
Wait, that took me a second.
God.
Yeah, exactly like that. I saw like a little bit of the baggage stuff, and he goes. I go up the stairs, and all it was to get upstairs to the security line. We didn't even need to go in the back. It was just being like he was trying to protect my identity. I'm like, maybe a couple people will recognize me at an airport. I'm not any kind of a status, so I feel like just this asshole because he gets me in, and you cannot bypass TSA. You still have to go through, and there's only like 20 people ahead in the line.
But you cut ahead of all of those,
and he cut me ahead of all of them. And I'm like, oh god, this is so like I was so embarrassed. I was incredibly embarrassed because they all look at me, and when, like he gets me past all the thing. He scans my boarding pass, and he gets me through. And then it's to wait to drop off through the x-rays. And there's a few people ahead. There's like maybe 5. And he's like, let's cut through. And I'm like, oh no, please. Like, cause they are literally about to go up and put their stuff down. And he's like, no, come on. I'm like, and I actually go, no, like, please don't. And then I turn to apologize to the other people. But it was that weird thing where they just looked at me. And for those of video seeing that, they looked at me like this. Just turned and looked at me like this. It was the weirdest thing of they didn't know what the hell was going on, so they didn't even know why I was apologizing. So it was just like, and I awkwardly walked to the back of the line again. And then I got through security, and then he guided me outside, and suddenly I was on the tarmac. I was on the tarmac. I got in a car that he was driving, and he drove me to my gate from the outside, and he had to stop and wait for a plane to pass. That's where I was, where the planes were, and I was like, why?
Like honking like, damn LA traffic on the tarmac.
No, literally, he said a Southwest plane was coming by, and he's like, damn, all these Southwest guys always come in hot. He literally said that.
All these degenerates in their golden airplanes. I hate these guys.
Wait, no, I actually have a picture. I'm not bullshitting either. Let me pull this up real quick, because I asked him like, hey, can I take a picture of this? Like, I'm not a very good YouTuber, but this is just super weird. He's like, yeah, no problem. I was like, take a picture. And I wish I could remember his name. I don't remember his name, but it's an overexposed.
Yeah, it looks like a glowing rectangle.
I can't believe you saw that.
Is that better? So
hey.
I'm in a car on the tarmac, and then he's just driving me around waiting for planes to cross, and I don't know why. And then, I'm just like, where the heck am I? And it was like a nice car, and there's me boarding the plane from the outside. So I go up the stairs.
I'm just glad he had the orange vest on, so that way the planes could see him through his car.
Yeah, it's like it's some law, like a FAA law where if
Dude,
you're
please
on the
tell me the car also had an orange vest on.
no, it was like a black Mercedes something. I don't even know what it was.
The car had to be fancy. That's the whole point, Wade.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole he was very nice, and I was so apologetically being like, I'm so sorry. If I'd known this was, I never would have. He's like, this is fine, man. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. And I was like, thank you. I didn't know. And then I tipped him, and I don't even know if that was supposed to be a thing.
Dude's like, I make $500 an hour, and you handed like $20. He's like, all right, I make $520 an hour.
Yeah, I mean, it was very, very, very bizarre, but he was extremely nice.